Hey there, thanks for stopping by. You must have a home you're thinking about selling. And you're probably wondering, how in the world can these guys sell a home for just a 1% commission? My name is Dave Barlow, the founder of Sell for 1%, and I've been doing real estate here in the Columbus area for 24 years now. And in that time, I've helped nearly 4,000 homeowners sell their home, which ranks me as one of the top 1% of all real estate agents across the country. In other words, not many people have done what I've done, and in order to stay in that top tier, me and my team are constantly looking for innovative ways for our buyers to buy and our sellers to sell. And that brings us to our latest concept, Sell for 1%. Of the thousands of closings I've attended, and yes, I go to all my closings to make sure the numbers are right, handle any last minute problems if there happen to be any, but at those closings, I would so often see the seller look at the closing statement, see their bottom line, and in some cases, us realtors were actually making more money than the seller was. Some sellers, after making that house payment for years, being a good citizen, paying their property taxes, making repairs, cutting the grass, and watching their families grow up, were making less money than us realtors, who they've probably only known for a month or two. We were hardly friends, let alone best friends or even a family member, to be giving that much money away to. And I could see it in their eyes. Even though I did a great job, there was still something there. And so, several years ago, we started looking for a better way to help sellers sell their home. We looked at flat fee listings where we would charge a seller $500, put them in the MLS, and then the seller would have to take the photos, set up the showings, negotiate the contract, work through the inspections, make sure the lender was on track, and then they'd have to find a reputable title company. But through that process, what we found out was sellers didn't mind paying a commission, they just objected to paying an outrageous amount of money to us realtors. So I was curious, could we offer more service, handle more of the sales process for the seller, and charge less? Good question, right? So what we did was take a look at how much time do we actually have in the process of selling a home from start to finish. So a lot like an attorney does, we kept track of everything we did to sell a house. From the initial walkthrough, the price analysis, taking the photos, inputting everything into the MLS, all of the social media marketing, setting up the showings, handling all the contract negotiations, working through the home inspections, keeping track of the lender, and then going to the closing table, making sure all the numbers are correct. And what we found was something pretty stunning. What we found is with all the technology that we have in today's world, smartphones, email, the internet, electronic cameras, electronic signatures, and everything else we have as realtors at our disposal, on average, it only takes us about 6 to 7 hours to sell a home. Crazy, right? Well, not really. It's not like when I first got in the business and we took photos of your home, ran the film over to the camera shop, got the photos developed, brought them back to our office, scanned them with a high-speed scanner that took about a half hour to do one photo. And then we uploaded the photos to the MLS on our high-speed 56.6 modems. You remember that noise, don't you? It was an all-day process just to take the photos. Now, if you wanted to buy something, I'd bring you a telephone-sized MLS book that you would sift through. It's so amazing how far we've come in such a short period of time. But the funny thing is how much technology has changed our business, but the overwhelming majority of real estate agents still want to charge you the very same amount they were charging you 24 years ago when I got into this business. They still want to charge you 6%, the same as they did back in the 1980s when interest rates were 18-19%. Realtors still want to charge you 6%, the same amount as they did back in 1970 when the average home sale price here in Columbus was just $17,000. So I can see giving someone 6% back in 1970, there was a ton of time involved in getting a commission check for what really worked out to be a $510 check. But in today's world, where the average sales price in Columbus is now over $300,000, and the technology we have allows us to sell a house in 6 hours, I mean, let's do the math. You're going to pay me 1% for an average home sale price of $300,000, or a $3,000 commission check for about 6 hours of work. That works out to $500 an hour. That's almost as much as those old timers in 1970 were making for their entire commission. I got friends who are doctors and lawyers that don't make $500 an hour. So why does a traditional real estate agent think their commission check should be $9,000 or $1,500 an hour to sell your house? The same house that will sell with the very same and actually, to be honest, better experience than 99% of all agents out there. Really makes no sense. Here's something you probably didn't know. There are over 9,000 agents in the Columbus Board of Realtors, which means the average agent only sells about 3 houses a year. You may have heard the old joke, what do you call the person who graduates last in medical school? Doctor. But do you want the cardiologist to do your open heart surgery who does 3 deals a year? Or the doctor who has done nearly 4,000 deals over the last 24 years? And, oh, by the way, if you hire that other realtor, you get the privilege of paying them $9,000. It's your choice. We think it's really a no-brainer because our clients on average save nearly $10,000 in commissions. What could you do with an extra 10 grand? If you'd like to know more, fill the form out below or feel free to give us a call at 614-451-6616. We'd love the opportunity to talk more, show you exactly what we do, and answer any questions you might have. Thanks. Have yourself a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.